The real Romany people, the girl, it was their mother's job to teach them to be a housewife.
I never went to school. I stayed at home and looked after the children. I was 10 when my sister was born, and I stayed at home and looked after her and my younger brother. And then when Jim was born, I stayed at home and looked after the three of them while my mum and dad went to work. It's my life.
Jab up right hand. Yeah. Yeah.
The reason why my dad really won't let me go to high school and things is because it's not because of the things he learn, because you can tell him not to learn me such a thing, and like when you don't want him to learn things, but it's just the people that you're around, sometimes you're getting with the wrong crowd, like smoking when you're 14 and having boyfriends, and my dad's brought me up with the right people, and that's why he's let me go home to it.
My sister was 11 and 12-year old and she was cooking for 7 people. The school couldn't teach her that, could they? The boys, what would they be like if they come out of school at 16 and all they knew was how to press computers? What good would they be to their own community? My father taught us how to go out and get a living, how to go and find a truckload of scrap. One thing you can find it, another thing is buying it, the next thing is selling it. Today, it's recycling is the in thing. The gypsy man was the first person to do any recycling.
I got put in school when I was about 6 or 7, so I already missed a year or 18 months. With the Gorgeous children was nasty. There was no other travelling children in the school, only me sister. There was continuously fighting.
We've had it. Gypsy, live in a tent, you can't afford to pay the rent, and all that little rhymes. Fighting to go to school, fighting to come when you come out of school.
My sister got in more fights than I can't count for because she was sticking up for everybody. I know I can laugh about it now, but I used to absolutely dread every day of school. I hated it. They all knew you was travelling, name calling all the time. I didn't learn anything in school apart from how to read and write my own name. That was it. We was hiding it when we was little. For God's sake, don't tell them that we're travellers because we're going to have it all over again. And we'd hide it for as long as possible, and then however it got out, Like, and then it'd all start all over again. So, if you don't tell your children to hide it, go in and tell them you're a gypsy, you're serious about your child with education, they need it for their future. As much as I can possibly help them to stay in school for as long as possible, I will do it. To pick a school that I wanted my girls to go into, I went online, I looked at Ofsted reports, read a little bit about the school, like to choose which one I wanted to go to. I found a good school, went and seen it, told the teachers like what we was gypsies and it's important for the children to learn and things like that. I wasn't just here because it's the law that the children has to go to school unless something can happen to us. It was because the children, I need them to learn, I want them to learn. It's the way forward for them. I got married when I was 20, I had my first child when I was 22. Obviously, I wouldn't change my life for nothing. But I did work. I worked in factories, I worked as cleaning in nursing homes, but they was horrible jobs. And I just want my girls, especially, to know that there's more to life. They don't have to get married when they're 18. They don't have to get married when they're 20. They can do things first. They don't have to do it. There's another way. Or if they do want to do it, that's fair enough. But at least I have given them the option of there's something else. Here it is.